Hello, everybody. I am Mr. MidNite, and I'm the youth coordinator and art teacher for the youth programming at Anto Cultural Arts, and we're going to be working on our second project. So gather the kids around. If you have already picked up our take-home art pack, feel free to pull those items out. What we will be using today is the different colored construction paper, a pair of scissors, and a glue stick. So I'm going to give a little bit of time for everybody to get those things situated and get them in order. And I'm going to explain what we're going to do. Sorry. So, part of art is doing things in 3 dimensions. Instead of just drawing or photography or painting, there's sculpting. But we can sculpt with 2-dimensional objects, making them 3-dimensional. So what we're going to be doing is cutting up paper and gluing them in a way where it gives 3-dimensional lift and shape and form in a 2-dimensional format. So if anybody has any questions or comments, go ahead and put them here and I'll try and answer them as I come along them. But to get things started, we're going to go ahead and pick our, if I have it, there you go, our black paper. The black paper is going to be our base. We're not going to do any cutting to this page. This is the base that our art is going to literally jump off of. So you're going to want to get a clean open space and put on the table. Do I have a better way to see me? I do, and I'm going to get it. Perfect. Okay, so you start with your black paper and just place it on the table. And then you're going to get your next color, any color you would like. I love the color blue, so that's the color I'm going to pull first. And now you're going to get your scissors and you're going to cut in any form of a line. Yes, you can still come in to pick up a take-home pack. The packs are only good for 1 week. I mean, the kids can use them as much as they would like, but every Monday there should be a new pack to come in and pick up. If they do a full closure quarantine, then I will be posting pictures for you guys to be able to print at home if you have printer capabilities. But continuing on with the project, you're going to cut strips. They could be short ways, they could be long ways, either way. And it could be a straight line, it could be a squiggle line. Just start creating strips. So if you haven't picked up your take-home art pack, you can do this with a regular piece of paper. It's perfectly fine. You can even do this with magazine clippings, which gives it a nice artful visual texture. You can do it with old damaged books, and you can cut out pieces in a way where it still tells a story, which I think is really neat. So I'm just cutting straight lines to make my life easier, but feel free to cut them in any way you choose. So I've already cut some of the blue strips. You can cut as many as you like, but I'm going to move on to another color. So now I'm cutting some marigold strips. It's not exactly yellow, but it's not exactly orange. It's kind of somewhere in between. So So this color marigold is actually a secondary color. You have to mix yellow and yellow and red together to make an orangey color. But if you're heavier on the yellow than you are on the red, you'll get this nice yellowy golden marigold color. Let me see, I've cut a few blue, a few yellow. I'm going to switch to another color. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and go with some green. And the more strips that you cut out, the more intricate your three-dimensional paper sculpture design is going to be. And this is a type of project where less clearly is not more. The more you have, the more intricate and more interesting your project will become. But for time purposes, I'm just cutting a few strips of each color. Let's see, I got another color. I'm going to switch over to red. I need to get myself a pair of adult scissors. Okay, I think I have enough strips to get me started. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to take your glue stick and your piece of paper with your colored strips. You're going to apply a little bit of glue. Is everybody ready? Or am I going too fast? So I'll give you guys just a little bit of time to catch up. Okay, that was enough. So you're going to put a little bit of glue on one piece of your paper, and you're going to stick this on the paper anyway. I chose to go this diagonal. You just put a little bit of glue on one little edge. You should still have enough of it coming down. Now you're going to put glue on this next part. Liverpool. I think you mean live stream. So no, it's not going to be a live stream every day. It's more for the more difficult hands-on projects that require a live stream aspect. But if it's just some of like the worksheets will just have a video tutorial, as opposed to some of the more difficult projects will have a more hands-on. So now, this second piece that you've put glue on, you're going to glue it down in a way that is not straight against the paper. So as you can see, I've created this little loop. So that's three-dimensional, and it's coming off of the base. Now you're going to proceed to do this with all of your pieces. You could crinkle them before gluing them. You can curl them before gluing them in any way that you wish. On this red one, I'm going to do a little fan fold back and forth. You don't have to do it how I am doing it. This is more just of a ways of showing you how to be a bit more creative. So after you put this little fan fold on here, whoop, look at that. And that's going to create some texture on the three-dimensional lift. So once again, you're going to apply a little bit more glue. And stick that down onto your black base. Put a little bit more glue on the other end of the paper strip. And you're going to stick that down. So far, this is where we are at. Look at this sculpture. It's really taking shape. This is going to be a really interesting piece. So let's see if we can do a curled piece. So this one, you're just going to roll. Roll it all the way down. I would have to say if I was doing a live stream, it would be during normal operation time. So it's somewhere between the hours of, I would say, 2 and 6. It won't last the whole duration, but it'll pop up somewhere around that time. Because I kind of have to be like here to do it. So now that I have it rolled up like this, just boop, let go, unroll it a little bit, and look at that nice little curly Q. Now you're going to grab some glue and you're going to put it on the outside or the inside. It's completely however you choose. This is your own creation. And then you place that anywhere you'd like on the paper. And take a look at that. So you could extend it, you can make it curl. Look at that. It's almost as if it has like a little life of its own, and it's got some movement there. So I'm going to grab this blue one, and I'm going to do the crumple method. Give it some crinkly texture. Be careful, you don't want to tear it, but you just want to put enough texture on the paper so it's not like any of the others. So carefully unravel that and look at all that beautiful texture. So from here, once again, you get your glue. Find a spot to glue it down at. Put glue on the other end. And glue this piece down. Now look at all the different shapes and designs that we've created. It's really starting to take shape and take life. Now we're going to start intertwining some of these to make more shapes. So feel free to jump back and forth between whichever colors you choose. I'm going to try and keep the same look for each different color. So the greens I'm going to leave in a flat. The reds I'm going to fan fold, the yellows I'm going to roll, and the blues I'm going to crinkle. Now we're going to get a little bit more creative with this one. So we're going to put the glue on one side, we're going to put the glue on the other. We're going to pass it through the red and stick that part down. Now, at this point, we have, see how that green is going through the red right here? So now I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the middle part underneath on the green, and I'm going to push that down to the black. So adding a little bit of glue to this green. I'm going to push that part down. Now look at that. Oop, let me turn it around. There you go. Look at that green. It has kind of like that swervy M shape. So in any different way that you feel you want to put this on there is how you can. And then once you hang it up on the wall, look how great that looks. Do I have any questions from anybody watching about this piece? Just taking my time rolling these up, getting that little curly Q action going. Add a bit more glue. Thank you. Alright, so I'm going to apply, I have another crinkly red right here. Apply glue to the bottom side. Find a place to glue it down. Make sure it's stuck real good. Add some glue to the other side. Give it a little bit of 3D texture. There we go. Glue that down. There we go. It looks like blue is our next color, so I'm going to crinkle this up. Give it a little bit of a crinkle. Remember not to crinkle too much because you don't want to tear the paper. You just want to give it enough little crinkle that it's going to get creases all over the place. Carefully and gently unravel them, and look at all that beautiful texture again. Gonna pass it through to this one. So I now have 2 of each color on the paper. Isn't it great how you see the bright colors just coming to life off that dark background? And it doesn't matter what angle you look at it. Oh wow, it kind of looks almost like an amusement park. Yeah, like little roller coasters going everywhere. So now, just to save some time, I'm going to finish gluing all these on real quick. Let's stick this right here. Oops, I forgot to fan fold this one. Oops, let's do that real quick. There we go. That's my last yellow. Let's roll this one up. I think the rolling takes the longest. Yep, it clearly takes the longest. I hope all of you have AC at home. It's a bit warm outside. So, rolled it up and beep. Whoop, there we go. So the last piece I'm going to glue right to there. Alright guys, take a look at what we have created here. But look at it from the side. Look at all that life and dimension that it has. So you could either choose to hang this on a wall, or you could just leave it sitting on a table for, like, as a paper art sculpture. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed today's class. I'm sorry that I could not be with you personally. Let me take a seat. So I would like for you guys to take a photo of the project that you've created today and post it up on social media. You could post it on the Anto Cultural Arts Facebook page. And here, let me make sure it's in the shot. There you go. So post up your artwork. I would love to see it. If you have any questions about it, comment below and I will get back to you as soon as I am able to. And I will have a new video for tomorrow. But I do have a writing prompt. With the situation that we are going through now, it feels as though we are being locked in. So I would like to propose a writing prompt of freedom. Anything that you would like to write, or maybe draw, or color, or paint, whatever you would like, anything that resembles freedom. Make sure you post that, and let's see if we can get those printed on our next issue of El Placazo. Thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, you are all part of the Anto family.